blind. Jesus answered, neither this man nor his parents sinned, but that the works of God should be revealed in him. I'm going to read that third verse one more time. Jesus answered, neither this man nor his parents sinned, but that the works of God should be revealed in him. Amen. Right before you sit down, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, something good is going to come out of this. Come on, if they don't look like they happy, turn to the other neighbor and say, neighbor, something good is about to come out of your situation. Come on, that's enough to give God some praise and glory right now. Saints, no matter what you're going through, something good is getting ready to happen out of your situation, out of your trials and tribulations, through your suffering, through your pain. Something good is getting ready to happen in your life. I realize that you've been in your midnight season, but the sun is starting to peek through the clouds. And if we can learn to just hold on just a little while longer, something good is going to come out of this. Amen. How do we know this? Because Jesus told his disciples that neither this man nor his parents sinned. They thought that someone had done something wrong. But no, he was born blind so God's glory can be displayed in his life. This let us know that God will allow you to go through some things. God will allow you to go through suffering. He will allow you to be afflicted. He will allow you to be broken and crushed. He'll allow you to be lied on, talked about, mistreated. He will allow you to face some difficulties because why? He wants to display his glory in your life. This is why Jesus told the disciples, nobody sinned, nobody did anything wrong. You're thinking the wrong way. But this was done, I allowed him to be born blind because on that day that he met the blind man, God was going to, glory was going to be revealed in his life. And this is what happened. Why? God is working through us. God is doing great things in us, but it's only because God can get the glory. That's why people lie on you, talk about you, mistreat you, your finances all out of whack, your health is all out of whack. Not because you've done anything, because why? God is trying to elevate you to somewhere. There's higher heights and deeper depths in God. And the more you know God, the more you spend time with God, the more suffering and persecution you're going to go through. But you have to realize that all of this is for God's glory to be revealed in my life. That when I come out of this, everybody gonna know that God did this. It was nobody but the Lord that done this. That's why I say all the time, if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side, I would still be in a world of trouble. I still would be in darkness. I still would be depressed. I still would be anxious and nervous all the time. But thanks be unto God that he showed up in my life exactly when he did. That his glory was displayed in my life. You have to realize that what you're going through is only temporary. It is not going to last always. Amen. He allows you to go through difficult times because when he brings you out, there will be no doubt in your mind or anyone else's that it was the Lord that did this. I know you feel like you're going through life in darkness. I know you feel like you don't have any hope right now. I know you feel like you don't know which way to turn. This pandemic has been rough on everybody. It's been rough on everybody. People not coming back to church. Finances all out of whack. Everything like it's just been a struggle. But you have to tell yourself that God, something good is going to come out of this situation. Something good is going to come out of my situation, of my trial. Something good is going to come out of this pressure that I'm under right now. I told y'all before, the best of the olive is the oil. And sometimes you have to be crushed. Sometimes you have to go through some things because God is trying to get some greatness out of your life. God is trying to display his glory in your life. Amen. We have to realize that we are a trophy of God's divine grace. When people look at us, you say you need to look and give God the glory because God done this. I told you, my hands look new, my feet do too. Because why? God did it. It was the Lord that blessed my soul. He showed up in my life right when I needed him the most. And I thank God that he brought me out to bring me in. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to fret. You don't have to be dismayed because why? Something good is coming out of your situation. I realize you don't understand why you're having to go through. Why me, Lord? Why am I facing this trouble? Why I'm going through persecution? Why it seems like everything is against me? God is up to something. You have to change your mentality. Stop whining and complaining and woe is me. Amen. You have to realize that why God is doing something great in me. You have to tell yourself, God, I don't know what you're up to, but I thank God because I realize something good is about to happen. I don't know when God's going to do it. I don't know how God's going to do it, but I just know in my mind that something good got to come out of all this. I'm not going through all this hell and tribulation and trial and through the storms of life for nothing. Something is coming out of me. You have to realize that. Sometimes for you women, you go through 9 months. You don't go through 9 months of carrying a baby for no reason. Amen. You go through birth pains and you go through all the things you're going through. Why? Because in 9 months later, something good come out of this situation. And some of y'all are pregnant right now, and God said, I'm trying to develop you and do some great things in you, but you have to learn to keep walking and keep moving forward in time. You're still in the oven. You're still going through. You're still in the fire. But if you learn how to hold on just a little while longer, sooner or later, God is going to bring you out. And when you come out, you're going to look better than what you did when you first went in. Tell yourself something good is coming out of my storm. Something good is coming out of my affliction. Something good is coming out of my suffering. Because God told me that his glory shall be revealed in my life. This sickness is not unto death, but God's getting ready to illuminate my life. When people see me, they're going to say something different about you. Did you get your hair done? Did you got a new suit on? No, everything the same. I still wear the same clothes that I did 2-3 weeks ago. But God has shown up in my life, and I look different, though. I look good on the outside because why? God's glory has been revealed in me. This is why we can't allow ourselves to lose heart when we're going through trials and tribulations. Because what we're going through is only an opportunity for God's glory to be displayed in our life. What we're going through is only an opportunity to be a witness to somebody else. To let the people know that what you deem impossible is possible with God. That God can do anything but fail. Just look at my life. God is able to walk on water. He's able to open deaf ears. He's able to open blinded eyes. He's able to take an alcoholic and turn him into a preacher. He's able to take a harlot and make her a missionary. When you look at my life, I didn't do none of this by myself, but it was the Lord that done this. God's glory has been displayed in my life. This is why Paul said in 2 Corinthians 4:17-18, for our light afflictions, which is but for a moment, is working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. What is Paul saying? Paul said that these light afflictions, being lied on, talked about, mistreated, being crushed, this is but some light things. Because why? I got an eternal weight of glory on the inside working for me. So my outward man may be perishing, but my inward man is being renewed day by day. The more I go through, the more I hold on to God, the stronger I become. And when I come out of this thing, I'm going to look real good. Because why? God's glory. The glory of God. When he comes in on your life, you know that nobody done this but God. Paul knew that the suffering he was facing, that something good was going to come out of this. And then Paul knew that what he was going through, it didn't feel good, but it was working for his good. You need to tell yourself that what I'm going through is working for my good. Everything, that's why I said all things work together for the good to them that love God or they're called according to his purpose. So you might be facing trials and difficulties and afflictions, but the Bible said many of the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered me out of them all. You have to learn to hold on and trust God that something good is going to come out of this. That's why the psalmist said, it was good for me that I had been afflicted, because in my affliction I learned your statutes. In my affliction it put me on my knees. In my affliction I realized that God is God and he's God might be afflicted right now, but God's grace is sufficient for you. Amen. You're going, something good is about to happen in your life. God is setting you up to be blessed. God is setting you up for favor and increase. God is setting you up for overflow. But you have to learn to hold on and keep trusting in God and tell yourself that something good is about to happen. I realize something good is right around the corner. I love the mirror, and I call the rearview mirror. It says the objects in the mirror are closer than what it appears. But you need to learn how to flip that thing and say, my blessing is closer than what it appears. I've been going through it don't seem like it's far away. But if I could just learn to just stretch my hands and it's right there and I just pull it down and it's all mine. You got to know that something good is going to come out of this. Something good is going to come out of my affliction. Why? Because King Almighty. Do me like the Lord. The blind man was in the right place at the right time, in the right position. Amen. Jesus saw the blind man and had compassion on him. He spat on the ground and made clay with his saliva. Many of y'all would have missed your blessings right there, but as soon as Jesus will, you would have said, never mind, I'll stay blind. I've been here long enough, and I'm going to be all right. But you have to become desperate like the blind man. He said, I'm tired of being in darkness. I've been in here too long. I've been stuck in the same position too long. I've been feeling empty for too long. I've been feeling broke for too long. I've been feeling all desperate for too long. God, if you got to spit in the ground, do what you got to do, because I'm ready for a turnaround in my life. Jesus put the saliva on the man, and he didn't ask no questions. He didn't have no debate. He didn't have no conversation. But Jesus said, go to the pool and wash your face. And as he went, I told you before, I believe that light started to come in. And as he put the water on his face, amen, light started to come through. And when he got done washing his face, he began to see. He was able to see. And some of y'all got to do what God tells you to do. God's going to tell y'all to do something that's unusual. But don't ask no questions. Just do what God tells you to do. Because God said, I'm going to allow something good to come out of this. I know it don't make sense to you. I know you don't understand the math equation. But my ways are above your ways. And my thoughts are above your thoughts. If you just do what I tell you to do, your turnaround is on the way. And the blind man, as he washed his face, amen, he was able to see. He was blind, but now he sees. I come to tell somebody, you may be in darkness, but the sun started peeking through the cloud. That's why I love the psalm said that weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. It's time for your joy to come. I know you've been going through. I know you've been rough. I know it's been tough. But hold on just a little while. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage. And the Lord going to deliver you. I come to tell somebody something good is coming out of this. When you've been lied on, don't go back with them. But just tell yourself something good is coming out of this. I got joy. I got favor. I got increase. I got promotion coming my way. Something good is coming out. Something good is going to come out of this. If I can just hold on just a little while longer, I know need it. And by faith, I shall receive it. Now lift your hands and say, God got it, and I need it. And by faith, I shall receive it. Now the third time, I want you to say, I got it. So open your mouth and say, God got it, and I need it. And by faith, and by faith, and by faith, pull it now and say, I got it now. Now praise Him like you know you got it. Praise Him like you know something good is about to happen. Say yes. Say yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Come on, somebody. I don't know why y'all looking at me, but lift up your hands. I believe in old school. You need God to do something. Come down to the altar and ask God, do it now, Lord. Do it now. I'm in need. I'm in need. Do it now. Oh God, I'm standing before you. Father, I stretch my hands to thee. Lord, help I know if you need her, come to the altar. Come on and clap those hands. And let's give God glory. Something good is coming out of my situation. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something good is about to happen. I can feel it in the atmosphere. I can feel a shift. And it's coming my way. I feel favor and increase. I feel turnaround coming my way. And I don't have to wait for it, but I'm going to praise God. While it's getting my way, while it's coming my way, I'm going to give God the praise. I'm going to shout like I lost my mind because I know something good is about to happen. Come on and clap those hands for Jesus. Come on, we love the Lord. He is an awesome God and is truly worthy to be praised. Be encouraged. It's going to be all right.